We're going to talk today about the power of belief and thought on chronic pain. And what brought this to mind was a patient of mine who was a lady in her mid to late 40s who had had chronic back and buttock pain for 18 months. And she went away on holiday, a big trip. And when she returned, she saw me a couple of weeks after she came back. And I said to her, "How are things going?" And she said, "Well, actually, I had a fantastic holiday." I said, "It's wonderful. And how was your pain while you were on holiday?" And she thought a bit and she said, "Well, actually, I didn't have any pain. My back was wonderful. But since I've come back, and I've been back 2 weeks, my back pain has slowly come back and it's there again. So I want you to give me another treatment, please." And I said to her, "Well, just a minute. Don't you think that this is rather odd or unexpected?" And she said, "What?" And I said, "Well, your pain went completely when you were on holiday, and now it's back." And she said, "Well, so? So?" And I said, "Well, here's a question. Where is your pain coming from? Where do you actually feel your pain?" And she said, "Well, it's in my back. That's where I feel it." I said, "Well then, did you take your back with you overseas, or did you leave it back in New Zealand?" And she said, "Don't be silly. Don't be silly." Well, I said, if your back is where your pain is coming from, you took your back with you. Why did your pain go away? What is different? What was different when you were overseas, and what was different when you came home? And the thing that was different is that your attention. And that's what she realized. She said, "Look, when I was on holiday, it was all new. I was out there. I was looking at all the views and the smells, and I was aware of everything. And because of that, and this is a real key, my attention was somewhere else. And so the messages continue to come from your back, but now for you, for your brain, they have no importance." And here's the crunch. Because the searchlight of your attention moves away from those messages, the pain no longer exists. So I said to her that what we're going to do is, I would like you to do what you did when you were overseas. She said, "How can I do that? My pain's back. I need a treatment." And I said, we're on the course to a much, much more exciting treatment. And the treatment is going to be, how much pain did you feel when you were overseas? She said, "None." Well, that's the treatment we want. We want a treatment that is going to make your pain go completely. And you did it. You did it without even realizing you were doing something utterly magnificent. And so she went away, and I caught up with her after 3 months. And I said, "How's your pain?" And she said, "Well, I've actually just come to report that it's gone." So this is exciting.